when I look on the book, I say, well, I cannot turn on the occasion because I think that many of us in Jamaica have this kind of rebellious spirit in us. But a tradition. What we need to do is to guide it so we can guide people. When I speak in the tradition of Paul Bogle. I speak in the tradition of Marcus Garvey, Leonard P. Owell. All of them are rebel leaders from below. The changes in Jamaica come from below. It has never come from the top. So when somebody from below writes a book and he targets the audience, this is the voice of the ghetto, and I need the ghetto people to read this book so it can be something transformative in terms of changing their lives. Kartel is a rebel youth. Me is a rebel youth, that's why I'm here to support Kartel this evening. I mean, I will say something to the little youth them now. It's pure rebel youth who want to get development in this country. Rebel youth who have a sense of responsibility of family. Rebel youth who have a responsibility that you can do something for the youth them and lead the youth them out of something. Rebel youth them when you say can talk to the youth them and the youth them can follow. Rebel youth everyone was a breeder of teenagers, but I have families. We Vybz ask for say we have to take this thing from a different level. Man have to go start study school and uncle, the place them call school, and everybody have to go learn and do things. And I think it's a very serious music and it tells a serious story. One of the things that I like that he looked at in terms of dealing with the family itself, it is not only about a good mother dealing with a good son. He's saying, look here, motherhood is important to society and to social change. And my mother never neglected her responsibility. And I want to say to the women who come to dance during the night, don't spend your money and leave your kids at home and neglect your kids because it is not going to help to build a black family. Then the scene comes in, who loves the black child? And that is significant. I support safe sex. Good. Abortion is social irresponsibility. Teenage pregnancy, a social irresponsibility. And it's a message for the world upon man them where I breed off a teenage girl in a very serious way. And if it's a man who can talk to you, and the best storyteller you have in Jamaica, and the one who will catch the voice of the person, and the one who tell the best story. We can't deal with religion like how Christian people deal with religion. And believe that God has come intervene in a nature and build a life. You use religion as a faith. But you have hope. That is your faith. And then you have to do something now to transform your own life. He said nobody has to transform your life. It's not no IMF. It's not no GLP. It's not no PNP. It's you, the little black youth, have to go start get serious now so you can get into that thing of self-trans. We need to take a new attitude towards money. Money is not just a little bling business. We need to look and see how people use money and change their life. We see companies come to Jamaica and them in a bankruptcy and them leave her rich, like the one with the buyout JPS. Him say the Spanish man come and build one hotel and know the Spanish man have several hotels. Good? And we can look at it. Good? Because the education that we get a miseducation. It teach you for working on people's offices and on plantation. It never teach you to deal with anything for yourself. And what Vybz is doing right now is to resurrect the work of W.B. Du Bois, the work of Booker T. Washington, and the work of Marcus Garvey. And these are black leaders who are saying to black people, say, look here man, our education have to go transform our life. We can't just sit down so. And when we get educated, we are going to form companies and we are going to do business. We are going to love our brother and sister. And we are going to buy from one another and things like that so the black family can get strong and we can show who have love for the black child. Right now I bleach and everybody I talk about how I bleach. Good? I never bleach because I dislike myself. I bleach because I want to show my tattoos. I'm like Machiavelli, Tupac Shakur. But whatever the reasons for bleaching is not what is here. If somebody else did do it in the big society, nobody would have said anything about it. Because I suspect that a whole heap of people in a big society are bleach. They might go to certain places are bleach. And everybody knows that they are bleach and nobody knows nothing about it. Good? Him say I have a contradiction and I will deal with the contradiction. Him say when Mr. Shearer banned all black books All one named Black Beauty, that wasn't anything about black, it was about a racehorse. Him said, where was the love for the black children? Where the body I said, right now share them on the $5,000 note. Good? Him said, when Buster Monty, go be at the Coral Garden uprising, Rastafari, in 1969, I think the date was, and him said, arrest Rastafari side, where was the love for the black child? And Buster Monty is a national hero. When we talk about black aesthetics, so him say, well, I say a Black Beauty Queen in Jamaica, and you know, I'm not with nobody because, you know, we don't know the Jamaican situation go, but we are talking for independence. Black no listed in a beauty. So black people don't see no beauty in themselves. But the police are here, I hope that they will enjoy some of the things that we are saying and some of the understanding. But I know that I think that they face a serious challenge. Anytime we gather as black people, there's always been a problem of the state because they know that it is time now. Things have been going on from slavery and just know black people are suffering. And the way the artists are saying, you know, God, have we do the work and Babylon get the Kyle and we not get nothing at all after we till the side. Go to $4,000 a week for minimum wage and we are talking about 50 years after independence. People get trapped in our poverty by the system. You must say, I have a way to get you out of the system. Me vote, you know, but me have to tell you who we vote for because it's a secret that. But me I say, we can vote for who we want to vote for, you know. But we have to go stop living and divided with our brother and our sister. But we're not going to show no word to them in a music and them kind of thing because them are dealing with a different thing. In this country, are two colors, they have orange and green. And every time you have a discussion, a man can only see the world through green and the next man see the world through orange. Where Vybz Kartel say I do and where I develop a ghetto worldview. You don't understand me? He might develop a ghetto philosophy so you can use it to see a new awareness because the existing awareness, the dominant discourse as we call it, is one that is polarized by political tribalism and war. And that is one of the biggest thing that divide and destroy black people, ghetto people and Gaza anywhere it exists. Is that Vybz Kartel managed to put Babylon on trial. He say, yeah, I will put the system on trial. So Mr. Broadcasting Commission, allow us to do like ramping shop and me I use ramping shop and destroy the country. But him say, I'm going to discuss this with you, Mr. BC, in two ways. I wasn't there in the 1980 election and I mean mash up the country. You need to go find out how the country get mashed up and why gun violence in this country from 1980 till now coming out of that very election. Good? And the next thing him say, he want to look man, that Mr. BC, warm to the man them where the cable and put pure pornography on this country. You talk about me, but what the law got do for the big man them from America who have pornography? And these are serious things we are talking about, you know. That the law is for the small man. And he defend the rich all the time. And this is why we have to say now that the law we have to look for now have to be some higher spiritual laws that we have to come by and try help you for work. Because the law we there right now, the law have to go change. And at that, the singer say, you know. So, and my music mash up the country. A WTO, globalization, and that mash up the country. He said we can't build a factory. He said we must open up our economy for everything selling in the economy. From about 1999 we signed some treaties that we give away everything in this country. The only thing we don't sell out right now are the schools and the government ministries. That's all we have left. Look here, what may I say black people? When we did have slavery, pure foreigners who own Jamaica. And pure foreigners who own Jamaica now. Now, one of the first things that struck me about the work and about cartel music, because I listened to Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. Do you know what days Paul and myself here? It was Bob Marley, Peter Tosh and Bunny Whalers, you know? Bob Andy probably. And I remember when there was a separation in the group, I know Paul went to Bob Marley way, I went to Peter Tosh way, because all of us saw these musicians as men that were really saying something. Bob Marley would say, all him seen in the ghetto, a man we are trying to tell the truth and police arrest them. And also arrest them, and this is the history. Every man that rise up in Jamaica to tell the truth get arrested by the police. And that's not my personal opinion, this is a historical fact. So one of the things that him really deal with, him say, watch I know, the ghetto is not just a place where you find ganja smoking and gun toting people. The ghetto is more than that. Them like we. First time I heard music, it was really at a political meeting, and I wrote an article that I didn't like that kind of music played by politicians, because there's one side of people play against the next side. I'm not thinking if I use the popular culture in the tribal politics. Then he said, look here, what going to happen in another 10 years? If this thing will continue another 10 years, something is going to happen. But because he says so, people are going to hold him and say, I try to stir up disturbances. No, sir, go? Then when Mr. Knight, after election, said, if the PNP in the Cartels hills in the country, we're going to have anarchism in the country, did anybody say anything? Nobody no said nothing. And one of the things when I try to prove in the book is only when a small man do things that the system seek to destroy. And Marcus Garvey said, if you're ignorant of your history, you're bound to repeat it. I don't know about none of you know, but I would make a good slave. So me I say, something is going to happen because we don't touch back in that part of history. So, one of the things that we are going to ask ourselves a question. Every day we see things are going on foreign, don't it? And we say, no sir, that take place at Jamaica. We see things take place at Tunisia. And then we say everybody watch TV in Egypt, Tahrir Square. Then we see people in Libya. And we see people right now a fight and get killed every day in Syria. So we ask ourselves, is mad these people mad, or them just can't take it anymore and something is going to happen? Good? When we look in France, what we see the other day, something happened in France. Them vote out the conservative government and put in a radical left-wing government. People are saying right now that what they want is radicalism. And what we need to do now is to get more of the youth them to get to know to start read and start understand and put some of the foolish behavior. The PNP and the JLP behavior that are divided from 1938. And the unity of black people that brought colonialism down in Jamaica, and that unity was destroyed by the PNP and the JLP. The artists are self-tuned up to this. Say, look here, I have a book. It has come through my voice. I want to read it and start to begin to learn that there are certain things about we living that we have to try and change. So, if I put the justice system on trial, you know, when I talk about the taxman I get beat and the taxman I get arrested, when you go to court and listen to the system, you know, a man just get laid off and him have a car and him a run to a little trip and him get arrested. And when he get arrested, the judge just sit down like she had the queen, you know, because she get all kind of greeting and come in. $25,000 6 months. $25,000 or 6 months. Just a man a try. Why can't the law help you? Why the law must be oppressive? Now, I thought about C.L.R. James from Trinidad. Many of you might not know him, but he's a very serious black scholar from Trinidad. And what he said in his book, Party Politics of the West Indies, that was published in about 1962, is that in the West Indies, the politicians cannot tell the truth. They do not have the capacity to tell the truth, and they do not have the capacity to transform the countries. And he said in his country, it was only the artists that were telling the truth, the novelists, and men like the Mighty Sparrow, that some of you may be accustomed in his calypso. So in Jamaica, there's a tradition, rule in terms of the artists telling the truth. So we want to summarize what I'm saying now. They must say right now we take a new attitude towards money. We must start develop yourself and not sit down and wait for nobody pays great. I don't like when nobody come on TV and say the man is good because I look after my youth and this kind of thing. I know that, man, but at times for man take responsibility and everybody take responsibility and I leave it for one man and two man and this kind of thing. Because when one man get all the whole thing just gone and not now work again. But I find that this whole question of a push a black consciousness come out of the Rasta movement. Because it is a way to see yourself. And it is tied in black spirituality. And me, I tell you them say, that is this, I go unite the black youth them on the ground. And the same thing Bob Marley they said. And the same thing Bob Marley they tried to achieve. And the peace concert about 1976, so then they keep a stadium and start to read them. Youth on the ground and the ghetto youth, every man if you get together and make we try to do right now. The next thing the teams that come from Marcus Garvey. I work for time with talk about Garvey, you know. I want the Garvey people here, you know. When I do not with Garvey, so what to do. Not even a little printing where I have carry own news. I'm going to hope that Mr. Dawson after this now might get something like Portmore Empire News or something going. So the ghetto people can be constantly updated on the ground kind of communication, because time we speak to one another. When Vybz Kartel said, may I speak to you and I want you to listen. I write this book with Dawson. I want you to take the book and sit down and read it, because it will change your life. I want the mothers them to read the book them to them children. I make them children go to school and talk about this book and make them teachers get it. Now, one of the things I like, each time we talk to anybody in this country about Patois, a lot of people make up them face. But, you know, I know the problem very serious. When I went to America to study, a high school called me and said they have a problem. They have some way for Jamaican students and nobody don't understand them language. And them tick on them application form so they speak English, but them not speak English. The Asian them not speak English or French, them speak Creole. But in a film country them recognize film Creole, film Patois. But even 50 years after independence, there's no recognition for Patois in Jamaica. It means to say the Patois speaking people in this country, the natural language in this country 50 years after independence don't really have any official recognition, and this is why we can't have no change in education. You can't teach a youth them like say English and speak. You and I know so the youth them talk English. The youth them speak and them chat Patois. Most of the youth them in this country, you have to recognize it and teach them English so they can learn it if you want them to learn. Good, how much time is the youth them go to school and come out the same way? Good, and we have to solve the question why it happened. It happened because something we don't recognize. So the first thing we respect about the book have a Patois glossary. So it have a list of Patois word and the English translation, and I think that is significant.